Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Ed Haller, and as the director of board, the chair of the board of directors of the Neighborhood Academy, I'd like to welcome you to the 21st graduation of the Neighborhood Academy. My time on the board, I have seen significant changes in the school. It's changed from where the school is located to the size of the student body, the partnerships that we have established, and even if you go to campus today, you'll see changes. We are increasing the academic side, and we're also increasing the athletic side. But I think what makes the Neighborhood Academy so wonderful is the foundation of constants that we have. We've always had a fantastic leadership team in our administration. I think we have the best faculty and staff in the area that pours into our students on a daily basis. I hear cheering. Yes, let's cheer for them. The families that are here in the church today and the family that can't be with us, the support you give our students behind the scenes will never be known, but we are grateful for all the support you give these students. And then obviously the students themselves, which includes a graduating class of 12 that is keeping alive the tradition of 100% college acceptance throughout the history of the Neighborhood Academy. As you look at today, I don't want you to think about this as your story ending, but rather the end of a chapter. As you go on to the next chapter, I want you to know that you are more prepared than most high school seniors ever will be for what comes next in your life. And if there's ever a time that you feel like you need a little bit of extra support, remember not just your years at the Neighborhood Academy, but this church and all the people that support you. There's a community that is rooting for your success. So congratulations on a wonderful career. And let's begin the celebration. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. To our board of directors, faculty, staff, parents, family, students, and friends of the school, thank you all so much for coming to celebrate this joyous occasion with us here this evening. It's only fitting within our 25th school year that we return back to where the vision once began of the Neighborhood Academy, which took place just down the hall, up a set of stairs, in a room where one of our co-founders had the vision and the idea to form a school where every student would have access to a quality education in a safe learning environment. And as we celebrate 25 years in the making, it's wonderful to be back here where it all began. This has been a wonderful year this year with so much to celebrate. We have an active construction project which is taking place on our campus, which will be completed this fall. We have strategic priorities which were approved by our board, which will guide our vision, our thoughts, and our efforts for the next 3 years, but will build a bridge to 2035. We celebrate the inaugural class of middle school for girls, celebrating and welcoming them into our high school today. In addition to, I realized earlier today, thanks to a good friend of mine, that our inaugural class of famed scholars will walk across the stage this evening as well. So there's much to celebrate and much to be thankful for, and yet and still there's much responsibility that's upon us as well. So as we celebrate today, we remember those individuals that paved the path for us, those shoulders that we stand upon as well, and all of the individuals who believe deeply in who we are. And to the students, please know that anything is possible. With great effort, great intentionality, sacrifice, and commitment, you can achieve every single goal that you desire to achieve. And without further ado, we have a wonderful speaker here this evening who is going to provide us with some wonderful words and testaments by the name of Dr. Karen Hall, who is a dynamic and inclusive leader whose work spans across education, athletics, broadcasting, and leadership development. Her ability to connect across audiences reflects both the depth of her experience and authenticity of her leadership. Guided by her core pillars of education, programming, and youth advocacy, Dr. Hall is a driving force for positive change within the Pittsburgh community. She is committed to empowering others, inspiring growth, and creating opportunities that leave a lasting and meaningful impact. Dr. Karen Hall serves as Chief Executive Officer of Ozenham Incorporation, where she proudly returns as an alum, as the fourth leader in the organization's 57th year of history and its first woman CEO. Dr. Hall, a Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame inductee, has built an accomplished career that spans multiple professional arenas. She serves as an adjunct professor at Point Park University, as a Keller analyst for ESPN3, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Nationally, Dr. Hall is recognized for her extensive experience in collegiate coaching, conference championship operations, and leadership training workshops. A published author of 10 Tremendous Leadership Lessons, a guide to leadership learning, Dr. Hall is also the founder of her own business, Leadership Training Services Consulting and Executive Coaching, where she equips individuals and organizations with practical leadership strategies. In addition, she frequently serves as a mentee for special events. Dr. Hall's leadership and service extends across numerous organizations and initiatives. She is a member of the Western Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic League Equity Advisory Council, serves as the board chair of the Women and Girls Foundation, and holds the role of co-chair commissioner for the Equal Opportunity Review Commission. In addition, Dr. Hall is a visionary organizer and host of the City of Pittsburgh Celebrates Title IX events, leading annual celebrations in 2022, 2023, and 2024. In recognition of her impact, Dr. Hall was honored as a distinguished alumni by Point Park University in 2024 and is a member of Pittsburgh 40. Her exceptional basketball career, has earned her 6 Hall of Fame inductions, including the prestigious Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. Dr. Hall holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, where she was a collegiate student athlete. She earned her master's degree from Geneva College and her doctorate degree from Point Park University. Without further ado, I ask you to welcome Dr. Hall.
Hello, everyone. Oh, no. A little bit more energy. We're celebrating. Hello, everyone. Hello. There we go. So first, I'd like to thank Dr. Williams for the remarks about my career and my background. And I'd like to thank the Neighborhood Academy for allowing me to stand here on behalf of the Women and Girls Foundation Executive Director, Camilla Rivera-Tinsley, who is not able to make it tonight, and as board chair, I'm honored to represent the organization. To the parents, guardians, faculty, staff, on and on and on, and all those who shared wisdom, listened to the challenges, and celebrated every step of each student along their way to the class of 2026. So can we give this tremendous 12 a round of applause? So I am brief yet brilliant, so we're going to get on with the celebration soon. However, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I wanted to come over to the school to meet what I deemed the tremendous 12 after I met them. Hello, you heard that, right? Yes, thank you. You know what I found out 3 weeks ago. They're not boring, they're highly intelligent, and they have personality, and they have vision. So this goes to the tremendous 12 that I want to speak to. So everybody hang in there, but I'm focusing on you 12. So when we met, I gave you that little clap thing, so if anybody fades, you bring them back like that. Remember that? So stay here, because one of you, my goal is that all of you will leave here with something that I've inspired you with and planted a seed in your mind that you will take out into your lives. You finished high school. Tonight is your night. But tomorrow you start a whole new chapter, what's called you. In that, remember that you are the CEO of your life. You are in charge of the decisions that you make, the roads that you travel, and the community that you put around you. So let's stay with community for 1 minute. That means you have to decide who are those individuals that will challenge you, that will support you, and that you will be able to lean on in those moments where you're tilting, because there will be those moments. Your job is to go out and thrive, shine and thrive, as I put it. But to do that, you must understand who you are, where you're going, and what you want. When we spoke, I asked them what excited them. The first thing they said was money. Now, you know that's a class of vision. To get that money, right, as you all said, to build a future, to relax, you have to have prosperity, purpose, and balance. So when we spoke, someone said no is a good word. Those 2 letters, N and O, it's a great word. Strategically, you need to understand when to use those words to mean you will not, and no means that you will move into opportunities to then, therefore, find out if that is for you. Stay with me. This is your night, and I will continue to repeat that. Your job as you thrive is to reach back. You're not too young to have mentees. You're not too young to have mentees. I use the word lift as I rise. I now pass that to you. Because your job, you have a school full of students behind you. That your job is to come back and to share and to inspire and to influence the next class after you. So the doors behind you will close at Neighborhood Academy, but you will always go through them as alum. You will come back as maybe donors 10, 15 years from today. But you are forever alumni as of today. You have valedictorians amidst you. You have all of you, as I learned, play some level of sport. And you play the sport that I enjoy, and the school has thrived, winning back-to-back champions, winning state championships. That takes purpose, that takes prosperity, and that takes balance. So as I finish, because I told you I'm brief yet brilliant, remember the equation. Academics, because you're moving into Temple University, University of Pennsylvania, Greater Allegheny, Morgan State University, that academics precedes everything. Purpose of walking on that campus is to get to this level in 4 years, cap and gown at the next level. How excited you were processing it individually, visualize the next 4 years doing the same. You will be even more spirited. So academics plus decision making equals creating life for yourself. Academics, decision making will create the life that you aspire, you have a vision to attain. So as I would say in the coaching realm, go forth, continue to win, network strategically, and become the best you possible. To the class of 2026, thank you for allowing me to share words of wisdom with you. So I will never, ever forget that. Congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Good evening. Dr. Hall, thank you so much for your words of wisdom. I'll be taking that equation too at my ripe age of 25 for the 10th time, but we won't go into that. But thank you for your words of encouragement. I am Dean Shannon Prentice. I have the honor of being the Dean of Student Affairs here at the Neighborhood Academy, also a proud alum. So truly, I live by the coming back and lifting while you climb and giving back to your community. So class of 2026, make sure you take that seed and you plant it. This evening, I have the honor of announcing our Academy Award presentations. So today, during our academic day, we took some time to honor those students who excelled academically, artistically, and athletically. And so we won't be doing the formal presentations this evening, but if I call your name, please stand so that our community can give you an additional round of applause. So our middle school social studies award was given to Miss J. Lee Webb. Our middle school science award was given to Mr. William Harris. Our middle school Rising Star Award was given to Miss Abigail Taylor. Our high school art award was given to Mr. Maurice Mosley. Two individuals received our Athletic Achievement Award, the first one being Miss Deasia Kane. And the second being Mr. Kedron Gilmore. Our high school English award was given to Miss Destiny Howes. Our high school foreign language award was given to Miss Karis Brownlee. Our middle school math award was given to Miss Alicia Martin. Our high school religion award was given to Miss Callie Hollyfield. Our high school science award was given to Mr. Keith Salmon. The Richard C. Alter History Award was given to Mr. Dreyer Mack. Two individuals received the Mark Kurtzrock Rites of Passage Award, the first one being Miss Delia Kirk. And the second being Mr. Kedron Gilmore. The Francis Cohen Nordell Improvement Award was given to Miss Delia Kirk. And two of our high school students received the Jessica McClellan Memorial Travel Scholarship to be a part of our travel abroad program that happens every 2 years. The first one was Miss Miranda Starr Carter. And the second was Mr. Elijah Cunningham. Congratulations again, scholars. At this time, we're going to move to the scholarship presentation to recognize some merit-based, community service-based, and some academic-based scholarships for our class of 2026. The Charles Gibbon Scholarship is given to a student who lives on the legacy of Mr. Charles B. Gibbons. Mr. Gibbons was a commercial litigator who practiced law at the same prominent Pittsburgh law firm for 50 years. During his long career, he became an expert in evidence for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, at one point serving as the chairman of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court Evidence Committee. Charlie was a mentor, a teacher, and a friend to seasoned lawyers and law students alike, as well as an advocate for the professional responsibility to provide pro bono services. The Charles Gibbon Scholarship is awarded to the senior who exhibited outstanding commitment in the mock trial program, but also hopes to explore a career within the law field. This year's recipient of the Charles B. Gibbons Scholarship is Miss Nia Dupree. And at this time, I'm going to have Mr. Brent Jernigan to come and present the Daniel Zeltner Criminal Justice Scholarship.
How's everyone tonight? At the Neighborhood Academy, our staff teaches content. They teach inspiration, character, accountability, and they also are hope dealers. As a matter of fact, I would say they're notorious hope dealers. They do it in the open. In 2022, my younger brother was taken due to an act of violent crime, and I lost hope. And I met a gentleman 2 days after he passed on. I met a gentleman named Daniel Zeltner 2 days later. Officer Zeltner, can you please come up? Officer Zeltner and I talked for about an hour, but this is all I remember from the conversation. He said, I'm confident that we will be able to bring justice to your family and find the person who did this to your brother. And it was like he gave me a piece of tangible hope in my hand. And I took that hope, I walked with it, I slept with it, and I brought it to the place that was most important to me, my school. Detective Zeltner, when you look to your right here, I need you to understand how valuable that hope was. I needed that hope in order to give to them. I need them and they need me. I need them and our community needs us. We need each other. And I greatly appreciated that. At the sentencing hearing, I remember when it was over at the conclusion, I looked at you and I thought one thing. We need more people like Detective Zeltner. Everyday heroes that bring justice to families, protect communities, and protect cities. And I'm greatly grateful for that, and I always will be. When I invited you and your partner, Detective Spory, to the school, you guys know, as students, you guys know Dr. Williams is all business all the time. So Detective Zeltner and Detective Spory were walking into our building, and we were having a leadership meeting. And Dr. Williams said, "Who are they here for?" And I said, "They're here for me." And listen, Dr. Williams, he's all serious all the time. He said, "What you mean they're here for you?" Detective Zeltner, you said something the first time you toured the Neighborhood Academy that made my heart smile. In the sentencing hearing, I looked at you and I said, we need more people like him. And when you took us tour of the school, I heard you tell Detective Spory, we need more schools like this. That seed you gave me, now we pass that on to a young person in this community who's going to major in criminal justice, who's going to heal families, who's going to help neighborhoods, and who's going to help this city. The recipient of this year's Daniel Zeltner Criminal Justice Scholarship Award goes to Adia Wiley.
Officers, thank you so much for your service to our communities. I am beyond humbled and honored to have a scholarship established in my name. And the scholarship reads, the Dr. Anthony Paul Williams Scholarship was established by Mr. and Mrs. Darrell T. Wiley, who have empowered countless black students to attain a higher education. The scholarship is awarded to a student who, through their own personal and academic growth, seeks to make a positive impact on the lives of others. This student models selflessness and integrity and is dedicated to inspiring others to achieve their dreams, regardless of their past or current circumstances. The recipient of this scholarship is a student who is not the most vocal, but exhibits quiet excellence and leads by example. As I look among the room, I see two men who I wouldn't be here if it wasn't without them, Mr. Wiley and Mr. Dupree. Two men who gave countless hours of themselves, who believed deeply in me, honestly, when I didn't believe in myself, and who saw a spark of potential. And it's that same promise that we look to desire to forward to students here at the Neighborhood Academy. And I want to let this class of 2026 know that this is one of the most difficult decisions that I could make, because you're all winners to me. And I'm fortunate to say that due to the efforts of our parents and collective responsibility of our community, every single one of our students who graduate from Neighborhood Academy will receive a scholarship in order to afford their higher education. So this is only part of the program, but please know that you all are winners and you all deserve the resources you need to pursue your education. But within this context of this scholarship award, thinking upon the individual among you 12 who would honor this responsibility. An individual who began his time at the Neighborhood Academy back in the 6th grade, who at times slipped, slid, but never stumbled or fell, who always was responsible for giving back to our community, who ensured that they empowered others, a member of the leadership founding group, a student in action, individual who gave so much of himself and ensured that through his talents and abilities, he would encourage and uplift many individuals. And one day on a Saturday morning, when I saw this individual walking up Black Street right around 5:30 in the morning in order to attend an indoor track and field meet, and then how he held himself and composed himself, always encouraging and picking up his teammates, made this decision just a little easier for me as we celebrate Mr. Michael Lowry.
As a faith-based school, I often have to remind the students about the numerous amount of churches, one that we're sitting here today, that believe and invest in our students, whether it's through prayer, encouragement, or backpacks at the beginning of the school year. And this East Liberty Presbyterian Church Scholarship is one of those examples. And so this year, the East Liberty Presbyterian Church Scholarship is going to be awarded to Mr. Elijah McGinnis. And this one's not noted in the program, but I also do want to give a shout out to our senior seminar award recipient this year who received a $1,000 scholarship, Miss DeLeon Watson. Mr. and Mrs. Bowes, are you here? No? Okay, I'm going to save that one. The next one, the Mr. and Mrs. Hugh and Mamie Jones Scholarship, is rooted in the power of education. The Jones family were educators themselves, raised each of their children to become educators, one of who we know affectionately in our community as Aunt B. This scholarship is given to a student to be able to meet some of their non-academic needs, such as their books, to ensure that they're able to continue their education. This year's recipient of the Mr. and Mrs. Hugh and Mamie Jones College Scholarship goes to Miss Ashley McCullum. This next scholarship, the Judith Marsh Confer Scholarship, was also started out of the heart and love of an individual in our community. Miss Judith Marsh Confer is a servant within her heart. Early on in her adulthood, she would go into communities, do street ministry, do health education with those who are unhoused. She herself was a later life learner, going back to college in her later years to receive her degree. She has been a part of our community for several years now, coming into our classes, working on reading and writing skills with our middle school students, and has an authentic and genuine love for our students. The Judith Marsh Confer Scholarship goes to a student who embodies servanthood, who has a love for reading, writing, academic integrity, and academic honesty. This year, Miss Judy had the opportunity to give her scholarship to 3 students, which we are extremely grateful for. This year's recipients of the Judith Marsh Confer Scholarship are Miss Adia Wiley, Mr. Elijah McGinnis, and Miss Courtney Hilliard. The Kurtzrock Fogelman Scholarship was already awarded to a young man, but we do want to acknowledge him this afternoon. Again, this scholarship goes to a student. The Kurtzrock Fogelman family invested in education and how not only education on the high school level, but post-secondary education in particular can really change the trajectory of a student's life. The Kurtzrock Fogelman Scholarship recipient this year is Mr. Elijah Gray. And at this time, if I can have our friends from the St. Michael's of the Valley Episcopal Church join us, and they'll do the presentation for their scholarship.
Good evening. A couple of weeks ago, the committee that chooses the recipients of our scholarship received 8 applications, and we looked over them and we thought, oh my, there are so many good applicants here. And I was complaining to another person in my office. I said, I don't know how we're going to make our decision. We only have budgeted 1 scholarship for this year. And he looked at me and he said, well, would you like to have more? And I said, what do you mean? And he said, let me talk to my sister. So he called his sister, and together they run a family foundation. And he came back and he said, I'll give you 4 more scholarships. And I wish he was here today. We have our scholarship in the name of one of our current members, Kimberly D. Payne. She was involved in outreach ministry and was so enthusiastic to be involved with the Neighborhood Academy that her family gave a little bit of money to get it started, and now it looks like it's growing. And so this year we have, and the qualifications for our scholarship, I don't want to forget this, is we're looking for character. We're looking for people that have been challenged in life and overcome their challenges. Those challenges could be academic or physical or something to do with their family. These kids have all had those kinds of things happen in their life. And we're looking for someone who manages their time well. They're there, they're present, they're not late, they're fully engaged in their community. They're doing work outside the school, helping, volunteering, also doing very well academically. And so this year we have 5 scholarships to award. And Jack, my curate from St. Michael's, is going to present them to you. The first recipient is, and please forgive me if I get your name incorrectly, Amira Abdul Wali. The second recipient is Derek Hardiman, Jr. The third recipient is Layla Harris. The fourth recipient is DeLeon Watson. And the fifth recipient is Adia Wiley. And I want to tell you, even those 5 choices, I mean, we would have given 8 if we could have.
I'm going to ask a friend, Miss Kim Powers, to come up to announce the Philip Francis Memorial Scholarship.
Hello, it's so nice to be here with you and to celebrate everyone's achievements. My father, Philip Francis, died about 25 years ago, and our family decided to honor him through his legacy with a scholarship fund, since education was very important to him. Phil and his twin brother were raised in a small coal mining town in southwestern Pennsylvania. Their home was without central heat or running water. Their older brothers and father were coal miners. Both parents only spoke Italian and came to the United States from Italy as teenagers. Phil and his twin had to repeat first grade since they did not speak English. After graduating from high school, the twins enlisted in the Army since America had joined the Allied forces during World War II. Speaking fluent Italian, they volunteered for the OSS, which was the forerunner to the CIA. Both were involved in missions behind enemy lines in France and Italy. After the war, they enrolled and were fortunate that they had the GI Bill to attend the University of Pittsburgh. It's my privilege to present this scholarship, which recognizes character, perseverance, leadership, and academic success. The recipient of this award is a hard worker, committed to the future, and has a willingness to accept support when needed, and is dedicated to helping others. It's my honor to present this year's Philip Francis Scholarship to Layla Paris Harris.
This is also just a recognition of another scholarship called the Baskin Charitable Trust Scholarship, which is a scholarship that the student has already received notification about, but is given specifically to a neighborhood academy student who plans to go to a 2 or 4 year university and also understands the power of a college education. And the recipient of the Baskin Charitable Trust Scholarship this year is Miss Layla Harris. And I'm going to go back to the HUG Scholarship because the Boses unfortunately could not be with us today, but that I did get word about who the recipient for that was. The Healing, Uplifting, Growing Spiritually Scholarship embodies servanthood, leadership, impact on your community now as a leader, and the passion to impact your community once you go on into your college education. The recipient of the HUG Scholarship this year is Miss DeLeon Watson. And at this time, if I could have the Williams family come up for the Williams Next Generation Scholarship.
Hello, everyone. Oh, can y'all hear me? Hello. My name is Carrington Williams, and I'm a proud graduate of TNA, class of 2021. You guys might have to bear with me because I might cry. But first, I would like to say congratulations to the seniors sitting in front of me. I know getting to this point was not easy, but you all made it. So kudos to you. I would like to say thank you to all the applicants that applied to my scholarship. For those of you who do not know, I am the first alumni from the Neighborhood Academy to have a scholarship giving back to the students. Creating this opportunity was not a second thought to me. I recently graduated from Slippery Rock University this past December with not one, but 2 degrees, a bachelor's of science, a bachelor's of science in business management and a bachelor's of science in nonprofit and philanthropy management. Thank you. I'm currently working on my master's degree in nonprofit administration while working full-time in my career as the development coordinator at Auberly, providing funds to those young adults and families in need. I have been able to make it this far because of the support I have right here at the Neighborhood Academy. My passion for giving back started with TNA's community days, going off campus and making a difference in Pittsburgh. Whew, sorry. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to. Thank you. I was making a change in high school, so why not now when I could give even more? I knew creating a scholarship for the next rising leader was the way to do it because I was once in your shoes. I'm going to let you all know now, the application process was not easy. The students had to write an essay on what it meant to be a leader and how they represented themselves as a leader. Send in a letter of recommendation, as well as show that they have applied to college and have above a 3.0 GPA. And while reading these essays, I was truly amazed by the class of 2026, which made this decision even harder for me, guys. I learned how you guys are change makers, community-driven, disciplined, motivated, passionate, and last but not least, leaders in your own way. And one thing about me, I have not been quiet at all about this scholarship. I'm beyond proud to be able to help a student from the school that I care so much about. From my passion and drive that I have from telling my stories to different people and how TNA has helped me get to this point, I have been blessed with donations to help more students. Today, I'm not just giving away 1 scholarship, but instead 4. I know that's right. Two students will receive a $1,500 scholarship to go towards college tuition, and another 2 will receive a $500 scholarship for books. And I know I'm another step between you and that degree, so I'm gonna hurry up. First, I would like to present the $500 book scholarships. The 2 students that applied here were amazing. Within the essays, they show what it meant to be a leader and how to be a part of a team, not only to listen, but to also be heard. Both of them also has the same mentor as me. Shout out to Dean Prentice for showing us all how to not only represent ourselves, but how to represent our community. Our 2 recipients for the $500 scholarship is Derek and Layla. You're welcome. Congratulations. Now let me tell you about the 2 next recipients. These 2 young ladies embody what a true leader means through and through. They show up for their communities, help others, hold themselves and their peers accountable. Reading their essays reminded me so much of myself and the challenges that I faced when it came to stepping into a leadership role at a young age. The two recipients receiving the $1,500 Williams Next Gen Leaders Scholarship Award is Adia and Amara. I love you.
I want to take a moment to resume a comment that I made earlier today. If you're a parent of a Neighborhood Academy student, could you please raise your hand and keep it raised, please? If you are a friend or supporter of the school, could you also raise your hand as well? Students, if you look around the room, you're seeing a group of individuals who believe and invest deeply in you. It was several years ago when our Dean of Student Affairs, Shannon Prentice, spoke to me about affording a higher education. And we rolled out a fundraising program to support our students. And each year, when we sell Sarah's Candy, and when we engage in various fundraising initiatives that Ms. Ronika Frank-Gray puts out, we support the students graduating from Neighborhood Academy. So in addition to all the scholarships that were awarded today, which was so generous to our students, every one of our graduating seniors will also receive a $2,000 scholarship towards affording their higher education. And if I could have the Neighborhood Academy's current juniors stand up real quick. If you're a junior, please stand. Juniors, please stand. Family, supporters of the school, and friends. Beginning August of this year, we got to do it again because we're going to invest in these young folks' resources, their education as well. So, yep. You all can be seated. And please be seated. To the rising 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students, this is a demonstration of how hard work, sacrifice, moral compass, and development pays off every time. Keep grinding, y'all. Keep working hard and keep being your best self. I'm going to intersect two different parts of the program together with each other. The John Broadhead Jr. Head of School Award is in memory of a man who was the father of our co-founder, Josephine B. Moore, an individual who was a decorated individual leader in our military that served our country to ensure that we have freedom, various rights, and various opportunities as well. And as I think upon the recipient of this individual, who also is our valedictorian as well, an individual who has worked diligently, who has given of herself to a community in the areas of Students in Action, being a founding member, ensuring that community service exists not only within our community here at the Neighborhood Academy, but broadening awareness in the greater community within the city of Pittsburgh and the Pittsburgh region as well. An individual who has served on our honor council, giving countless hours in partnership with our faculty and staff to ensure that justice, equity, opportunity, and integrity exists within our community. An individual who has achieved a 4.1 grade point average. Almost a DI, almost. I just want to brag on you just a little bit more. And an individual who will be taking her talents down south to Claflin University. Please join me in welcoming our valedictorian, Adia Wiley.
Good evening, everyone. I want to give a special welcome to the class of 2026. Can we give them a round of applause? It's a blessing and a privilege to be able to stand in front of you all today and serve as valedictorian. First, I want to thank some of the people who got me here. My parents, who have helped me become who I am, who I forever love and be grateful for. My siblings, who have become role models for me and have stood on my side through everything. The core four, Layla, Micah, and Nia, even though every time I say that, they always disperse. Miss Ronika, my amazing cousin who has been there for me in every way. My grandmothers for their constant love and support. And my teachers and others who have helped me both in and out of the classroom. I will always appreciate each and every one of you. 4 years ago, I began what, looking back, has been the shortest but most memorable years of my life. So far, that is. Memories are what you'll cherish forever. And in the moment, some may seem annoying, like Derek starting arguments and touching everyone. But at the end of the day, things like begging to go to the Garfield Market or the milkshake factory instead of class, standing around the trees for no reason in 9th grade, the Penn State trip in the summer, enough said, going back and forth in physics rather than paying attention and then complaining later, our lunch conversations in the chairs with Karis, Nevaeh, Micah, and Nia because the cafeteria is way too small. Our potlucks for just about every holiday and always ordering food, which for some reason was always Chick-fil-A. Mr. John leaving kids at the Andy Warhol Museum in 10th grade, or even Mr. Mack ignoring us and then issuing a formal apology. Memories like these are what last forever, and they can make the harder moments seem not so bad. They're what get us through our not-so-good days and ultimately what make high school high school. On the other hand, we have moments that are bound to happen. The ones that at the time can seem world-shattering, but looking back, they help shape who we are and how we face new challenges. Whether it's failing a reading check or a physics test, people acting like friends one moment and then talking and laughing about you the next, learning that the lunch is going to be something bad, or simply just having a bad day. These are moments that don't last forever, and the effect they have on you shouldn't either. Whichever ones you choose to carry is a highlight of what you've accomplished or what you've overcome. We all know how these long 8-hour days can be and how much harder getting through daily life becomes because of the bipolar Pittsburgh weather. You made it through the long and hard days that being a TNA student can present. More importantly, the 12 of us made it through each and every day, and for that, you should be extremely proud. These coming years will be ones you remember forever. You're young. Take the time to make mistakes, stay out until early in the morning, learn what you don't like and don't like, but most importantly, take the time to learn and decide who you are for yourself, because that's what matters. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Are you guys ready? My piece of advice that I tell every class, always remember where home is. At this time, I have the honor and the privilege of doing the presentation of diplomas for the class of 2026. Miss Amira Abdul Wali, who will be going to Temple University. Also, seniors, if you could just pose right here for a picture, I would greatly appreciate it, and so would everybody else, I promise, okay? Mr. Carlton Curry. Who also will be going to Temple University. Miss Nia Simone Dupree. who will be going to Allegheny College. Mr. Elijah Gray, who will be going to Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Mr. Derek Hardiman, who will be going to Penn State University. Miss Layla Harris, who will also be going to Temple University. Miss Courtney Hilliard, who will be attending Temple University. Mr. Micah Lowry, who will be going to Norfolk State University. Miss Ashley McClellan, who will be going to Morgan State University. Mr. Elijah McGinnis, who will be going to Geneva College. Miss DeLeon Watson, who will be going to Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Miss Adia Wiley, who will be going to Claflin University. Families, friends, students, loved ones, we now present to you the Neighborhood Academy Class of 2026.
Class of 2026. Go out, come back, give back. You have everything it takes to be great. Go to the fullest extent with it. All blessings to you. We have a row of pews that are empty. 11th grade, can you please stand? A lot of institutional memory in this group. A lot of leaders in this group. Had the pleasure of teaching English for a certain period of time with the 11th grade, and we had too much fun, and I got a chance to know you guys in an amazing way. Please take your places as the new 12th grade of the Neighborhood Academy. Tenth grade, please stand up. 10th grade, large group, close-knit, and you guys like to have a lot of fun. Please take your place as the new 11th grade class at the Neighborhood Academy. Ninth grade, please stand up. the tallest class ever at the Neighborhood Academy. I have never seen a group of ninth graders add more value to this community. The new students who came for their first year, tremendous. I have one word for you, class. You brought nothing but class and respect to our community. The old students who were here since middle school, you guys grew up and you lived into your potential. I am so proud of you guys as a total group, and I'm looking forward to seeing you continue to add great value to our community. Ninth grade, please take your seats as 10th grade. Eighth grade, I see you hiding back there. Stand up, please. You guys have a lot of leadership, and a lot of stewardship in front of you. Listen to them, learn from them, and please take your place as the new ninth grade class at the Neighborhood Academy. You may be seated.
There's a scripture that says, "Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up the everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in." The question is asked, who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, even lift them up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is this King of glory? The Lord of hosts. He is the King of glory. O Lord God, we ask that you watch over our school. O Lord, as its years increase, and bless and guide her sons and daughters wherever they may be, keeping them ever unspotted from the world. Let their hearts be warm with the flame of their early ideas, their faith unshaken, their principles immovable. Be thou by their side when the dark hours shall come upon them. Strengthen them when they stand. Comfort them when they are weak-hearted. Raise them up if they fail. May thy abiding love be with them through the struggles and suffering that they may attend their steps. In thy mercy, lead them heavenward, and in their hearts may thy peace abide all the days of their lives. This we ask in your Son's name. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you relax on your feet and join with us as we sing the first verse of Lift Every Voice and Sing. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring.
Congratulations, class of 2026.